Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to the BRM class. We are in the second unit. In the last class, we actually solved one of the standard models under probability problems. What is that? Coin tossing problem. So you know very well, a coin means two sides would be there, head and tail. So if you flip the coin into the air, what are the possibilities? One coin, two coin, three coin, understand? Based upon that, what you are doing, you are writing down all the possibilities, what you are calling the sample space. In the sample space, you are going to identify the favorable ways and as well as the total number of ways. So that m by n gives the required probability. Okay. Now today we go for the next standard model under probability problems are concerned. What is the dice problem? Understand? Please remember that die means singular. Singular. Dice means plural. So die, dice. But whereas DYE die means color. DYES dice means plural of colors. Plural for this. Understand? Spelling is important. Die, dice. So DIE die means that is verb. That meaning is different. Death. But here in the probability, this die means a what called thing which generally useful to play. So plural of die is nothing but the dice. Generally, we are assuming the dice of how many faces? 6 faces. Be careful. So many faces die we consider here? 6 faces. All are of what we call equal size, square size or rectangular size, generally square size, cuboid. What to call this one as cuboid. So how many sides would be there? 6 sides would be there. Every side we are identifying by means of a number, like with a single dot, double dot, triple dot, okay, like 4 dots, like 5 dots, and finally what is that? 6 dots. 6 dots. Understand? So this is the actual structure of the dice. Strictly speaking, die. If you combine more than one, what you call it becomes a dice. Understand? Now here, what is the question? First question. When 2 dice are thrown, what is the probability that getting the total 9? So generally, in the dice problem, there will be mix of various conditions like odd numbers, even numbers, like wanted kind of total, or else vertical. You see the second question, don't want to get only one on either side. So like that, what you call different conditions they put. But clearly, if you understand how to write the sample space, understand, getting the answers for all the questions becomes very, very easy. Not only here, for any probability problem, what is required? Sample space is important. But remember that for every problem, sample space cannot be shown on the paper. Sometimes the sample space you have to imagine in your mind. From that sample space, you are going to identify the m value and as well as the n value. To find the m and n value, we are making use of permutations and combinations. In the last class, we were discussing. Okay. Now here, what is the question? When 2 dice are thrown, what is the probability that getting the total 9? So let us suppose a die 1, D1 I am denoting. So many sides will be there with 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, 6. Same way D2, one more die. So many sides will be there? 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, 6 dots. Understand? Now when you rolls 2 dice, D1 and D2, let us suppose that the first dice turned up with 1 as facing side. Same way, the second die may be having 1 as one answer. Sometimes it may have 2 as one more answer, 3, 4, 5, 6, any one of these. Such a way with 1, all these possibilities are there. Such a way, if in the die 1, the facing number is 2, the 2 can be combined with any one of these numbers. If you club all these options, that becomes your sample space. Now let us see the sample space, how we are getting for this dice throwing experiment. So what I am putting here, sample space. So writing sample space is very, very important. For that, marks also will be awarded. But in the competitive exams, everything should be in the mind. Okay. Now here, the sample space, as you know very well, we are going to represent by means of what you call capital S. Capital S. Okay. Now flower bracket. So in the first die, let us suppose the facing side is number 1. In the second die also possibility is there to get 1 only. Same way in the first die, if 1 is there, the second die facing would be 2. Like that, what are the combination? 1, 3, like 1, 4, like 1, 5, okay, like 1, 6. So everywhere in the first dice, what is the possibility? Only 1. 1 combined with other faces of the second die. Now go to next combination. Let us suppose in the first die, the facing side is number 2. It may combine with 1 in the second die. Like 2, 2. Don't confuse. This 2 is for first dice. One more 2 is for the second dice. This is not the repetition. Okay. The next one is, what is that? 2, 3, 2, 4. Next 2, 5, like that, 2, 6. Same way for third, combinations are 3, 1, 3, 2, okay, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Next with 4 combination, 4, 1, okay, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Next with 5 combination, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. With number 6 combination, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. So how many combinations overall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So overall how many combinations are there? 36 are there. So what do you call these? Size of the sample space, N of S. If it is, which is there with you, every kind of problem can be solved. That's why sample space writing is very, very important. Okay. Now let us go for solving the first bit. What is that? Total of 9. Total 9. Okay. This you want to solve. What is the chance of getting total 9? Okay. Now here, for this, first of all, we calculate what are the favorable ways. Now if you see in all these combinations, by adding up of the number which is faced by the die 1 and as well as the number faced by the die 2, the total should be 9. That is the meaning of that. Now if you see the last combination 6 1, how much you are getting here? So 6 plus 1 nothing but 7. No, this is not suitable. That means all these 1 combinations are not suitable to get the total 9. You check all the options. Now come here, 6 plus 2. How much you will get here? 8 you will get. So here the possibility is there. No, here also what is there? We are not getting what you call the total 9. Such a way if you think. So what are the possible ways? Possible ways for getting total 9. So all of you observe carefully. Now what is the possibility here? Now here you see 6 3 7 8 9. So this is one possibility. So that means here 3 6 is one possibility. So what is the total? 9. Now come to next. 4 5 is one possibility. 4 5, what is the total? 9. Okay. Same here, if you come here, what is the total? 5 4. Yes, one more possibility. Okay. Now here what is the possibility? Again 6 3. So 6 3. So let us check any other possibilities are there. There is no other possibilities in this entire sample space which can provide total 9. Such a way we identified the possibilities. In all these, what is the total? Total is going to be 9 only. So how many possibilities are there? 9. That's all. Now we write down. So what is that? Therefore, favorable number of ways. Now this is the actual terminology, that is M. So from this M, from this what to call, how many values are there? I'm sorry, how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are there. From this 4 we need to pick 1. Okay. So how to pick? Pick means selection. 4C1. So favorable number of ways, that is M is equal to 4C1. Same way, next what is that? Total number of ways. So how many from N you need to pick? That is equal to, how many ways are there total? 36 ways are there. From this 36, any one of the chance you are picking. So picking means selection. How to write that? Nothing but 36C1. But here in the beginning we forgot to write the event name. No problem. Now we write here. Let us give the name of the event. So let A be the required event. These are various styles of doing the problem. Let A be the required event. Therefore, its probability we require. So probability of A is equal to, what is A actually? The probability of getting 9 total. So favorable number of ways by total number of ways. So what is the favorable number of ways here? 4C1 whole divided by 36C1. So how much you will get here? 4 by 36. So on simplification, what to get here? 1 by 9. So or else in terms of decimals, what to get here? 1 is the generating number. So that's why after 2 ones, for the next one I put the bar. Bar means again and again same number you get. So overall way, what is the percentage here? The percentage is going to be 11.1%. So 11.1%. So this is the answer. That means very, very less percentage is there. to get the 9 total. When 2 dice are thrown, okay, getting of what to call total 9 is having very much less percentage. So this is all are same what to call answers. But for mathematician they prefer P by Q or decimal most of the times. In the business communication, generally we convert the probability information in terms of what we call the percentage. Is that clear? So this is called dice problem model. So whenever a dice problem is given, accordingly you need to write down the sample space. Once the sample space created, okay, now very easy to identify the required probabilities. Same way you can try at home for the 10 total, for the 11 total, okay, for the what to call, let us suppose that even number, odd number, write down the favorable ways like this. And for everywhere, what is that? The n is going to be the same, but here the answer is going to be changed. So this is the idea how to draw the probability value from the given problem whenever that is related to any dice throwing problem. Now let us solve one more problem based upon the dice only. Now the condition is little bit changed. Very carefully observe. If a dice thrown twice, what is the probability of not getting one on either throw? Very important. Here the required answer is not the direct probability. The answer is what to call, you are going to calculate indirect way. He is asking not to get one on either throws of the probability. Question is very important here. Before solving this, first of all, let us see here. What is the condition here? A dice thrown twice. When a single die is thrown twice and 2 dice thrown once, what are the possibilities? Once imagine, I already told you, entire probability is based upon the imagination. When a single die is thrown first time, let us suppose that you get 1 as a result. One more time if you are throwing the dice, you get the possibility of getting one more time also. One possibility is there. Same way, when you throw the first die, when you throw the die first time, you may get 1. Again, when you throw the same die second time also, there is a possibility of getting 2. First time 1, second time 3, first time 4, second time 4, first time 1, second time 4, like that here. First time 1, the second time you may get 5. Same way, first time 1 here, second time you may get the 6. Same possibilities you are getting. That point is very important. That means throwing of the single dice 2 times, possibilities or answers are equal to throwing of 2 dice single time. Very important here. What is the conclusion you got now? All of you observe. So check the possibilities here. Total outcomes are the possibilities of throwing of single die for 2 times is equal to possibilities of throwing of 2 dice single time. Both are going to get same result, same sample space. That means in the previous problem we wrote all the 36 combinations. Same combinations here also we are making use of. Same way this condition can be extended to the more number of dice also. What is that? The possibilities of throwing of single die 3 times is equal to the possibilities of throwing of 3 dice single time. Both are same. Getting my point? So here you should not confuse. So what is that? The throwing of single die, 2 dice. Throwing of single die for 2 times. Whatever answers, results you get, which are exactly equal to the answers or the outcomes or the results of 2 dice throwing single time. This conclusion, if this point, if you understand, doing of what you called the die throwing problems is so easy. You should not confuse. Both of them are going to give same results. Only one sample space only we write. This condition even extended to the first model also. What is that? Coin tossing. So what is that? Tossing of single coin 2 times is equal to tossing of 2 coins single time. Both gives you the same results, like HH, HT, TH, TT, like the head and tail, tail and head. Those possibilities we wrote. Listen to me carefully. Tossing of single coin 2 times is equal to tossing of 2 coins single time. Same possibilities you are going to get. Same way, tossing of single coin 3 times is equal to tossing of 3 coins single time. That means both kinds of experiments gives you the same results, same outcomes. This point is very, very important. Okay. Based upon this point only, that next bit we are going to attend. Now see that problem. If a die thrown twice, what is the probability of not getting a 1 on either throw? So on both the sides, on both the faces, 1 should not be there. So what is the chance of now getting such a kind of probability? Now before solving that, let us see how many dice are there. Single die. How many times thrown? 2 times. So what are the possibilities you are going to get, which are nothing but just like rolling or throwing 2 dice single time. That means all that 36 outcomes you get. There is no confusion, I think. Okay. Now, and also here, this is very, very important point to observe. Not getting. So here not getting means opposite to the success. Okay. Now previously when I was explaining that classical definition, I developed one relationship. What is that? The sum, that is P plus Q is equal to 1. What is P? P is nothing but the success probability. What is Q? The Q is nothing but the failure probability. By adding both all success probabilities, failure probabilities in a sample space, the total always should be equal to 1. But from this you can derive one point. What is that? If you want to calculate Q, so how do you get not? Nothing but 1 minus P. That means if you calculate P, just 1 minus P, you do that, you will get what you call the Q. What is Q here? Failure probability. Here also the same what you call concept we are going to apply. Now getting 1 is going to be assumed as the success probability A. Okay. Then its opposite sense. How we are going to represent in set theory? A bar. How do you get A bar is nothing but 1 minus A, or else probability of A bar is equal to 1 minus probability of A. So that logic we are going to apply. Everything just like previous problems we did, but the last step we are going to change. So let us solve this problem. So here there is no confusion, I think. So what is the sample space first? So sample space. This is one more slightly modified problem under what you call die throwing problems. Okay. Now you know very well what is the sample space, which is just like what you call throwing 2 dice single time, all 36 possibilities. So I am going to write all the 36 possibilities. So all 36 possibilities wrote here. Now first we name the events here. Let A represents event of getting a 1 on either through. A bar represents event of not getting. So this is actually required probability. Not getting a 1 on either throw. Now here, first of all, we try to get what are the possibilities to get 1 on either throw. So therefore, possibilities to get 1 on either throw. So what are the possibilities? At least one time you should get 1 when you toss the die, when you roll the die 2 times. Yes, 1 time, 1 more time also you got. So this is one possibility. So what are the values? 1, 1. Yes, one option. No, yes, one more option. 1, 2. Like 1, 3. 1, 4. Okay. Now next 1, 5. Next 1, 6. All 6 options. Not only that, but if you compare this column, so second option is 1. So these are also going to be considered, because here when you roll the die, first time you got 2, but second time when you rolls you got 1. So that means which is satisfying our condition. So these options also going to be considered. So what you get here? 2, 1. Okay. Like what you get here? 3, 1. 4, 1. Okay. 5, 5, 1. Okay. The next what is that? 6, 1. So total how many possibilities are there? Total. So we'll count here. So what is that? 69.4%. So this is called dice throwing model. Same way you may have a getting of odd number, getting of even number, getting of other different totals. So these are all the various models under the dice models or dice problems. Understand? So with this basic idea, you need to create familiarity with any other twisted kind of conditions. Okay. So what is the important point here? You have to observe. So possibilities, single time die, what you call throwing is die is equal to 2 times 2 dice throwing the single time. So this is the sample space. Okay. The next class we are going to cover very important models, picking up of a chord from deck of chords. Okay, I stop here. Thank you so much.